Before we get started with the tutorial, guys, I want to mention that this took a lot of time to make and put together, and a lot of effort went into this video. So if you could please show me that you're a real one by liking and subbing to the channel if you're not already subbed, that means so much to me. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so before we can actually get started with building Holly, I want to mention that you're going to be needing some unreleased props from me. And by props, I mean these building prefabs with their props inside. And so you're going to need to join one of my streams, and you can get these props from me through there. And I'm just going to give you guys a quick overview of what you're going to need and how to copy it. Alright, and so when you guys are in my unreleased props island, you're going to notice that you're going to spawn in and it's going to say Rai's unreleased props catalog, what you need. And for this particular tutorial, you're going to walk over to where it says Holly Hedges house prefabs, and you're going to walk through this rift, okay? Alright, and you should already have edits in the island, so you're going to want to do is take out your phone, alright? And then on my prop island, so when I'm streaming, you're going to notice that I have all of the prefabs already in here ready to go for you. And so what you're going to need to do to copy those is you're going to want to make sure that you select a build. Always select that build first, okay? And then you're just going to start by copying all of the walls, floors, and roof pieces. So do not copy the props. So don't copy like all of the props that are inside. Just copy the walls, roof pieces, all of the structural stuff first. And then we're going to copy the props. So copy all of this first. Just select all of it. Okay. So all of this here. But do not copy the props. All the floors, doors, walls. Okay, just got a few more pieces to select. After I get all of these pieces, I'm going to save this all to my hotbar. So save the build and all of the house to your hotbar. Alright, just like that. And then what we're going to do is take that build again, and we're going to go back in here, and we're going to select all the props now. So we did the walls and stuff, now you're going to do the props for this house. Alright? So just select all of the props in here. Okay, and once you have selected, oh, I forgot the ones up in the roof too, or in the attic. Can't forget about those. Okay. Oh, and don't forget about these ones over here as well. Over on the back porch. Okay. Alright, and when you have all of those pieces selected, we're going to do the same thing that we did with all the structural pieces. We're going to save that with the build to our hotbar. Make sure you copy it with a build, guys, otherwise it's going to be impossible to place these. So yeah, save that to your hotbar like that, okay? And so then you know how we just copied the structural pieces for the blue house and the props, and we saved those to our hotbar? you're going to want to do that same thing for all the rest of these buildings that say Holly Hedges tutorial. So all of these buildings that say Holly Hedges tutorial, from that blue house all the way down to this 1x2, you're going to use a build. First, copy all of the structural pieces, so walls, floors, roof pieces, and then copy the props. Copy them both with a build, though. Always with a build. Always with a build. Alright, you guys, so that is just a quick demonstration of how to copy the prefabs for the Holly Hedges tutorial. And if you still need help, you can just chat and stream or do whatever to get help with it. Alright, guys, that is it. Now we can go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do with the build is find like an open area on your island. Don't make it too close to the edge. Find some area that's open towards the center of the map. And we're going to build 5 tiles up in the air. So I'm going to begin the build here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. And then I'm going to go back over to our unreleased area. And I'm going to grab these 3 sidewalk pieces here. So I'm going to save this one, as well as this one, all to my hotbar, just like that. Okay. Then we're going to go back over to our build. And we're going to take out this sidewalk piece here that looks like this. It's facing this way. And to the right of our build here, we're going to place that piece just like that. Alright? And then you're going to want to take out that other one with the curve on it. And then 2 blocks apart from this one, you're going to place that one. So if that makes sense, if you build 2 blocks here, there should be 2 blocks between this piece and this piece. Alright. Once you finish that, we're going to take that straight piece, and we're going to add that on both ends, just like so. Just like that. Okay. So then we're going to take these curved pieces and we're going to add them on to the ends of each. So first, take this one from the left side, and we're going to put that one over here on this end, just like that. Then you're going to want to take this piece that's on the right side, copy that, and we're going to place that on this end, just like so. So now it should look like this here. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is open our creative menu, and you're going to want to go to galleries, and we're going to find the Chonkers Speedway gallery, and we're just going to grab a few road pieces from there. So Chonkers Speedway floor and stair gallery, select all of these pieces because we will be needing them for Holly Hedges. Alright, and you're just going to want to place all of them down on the map somewhere for right now, obviously near your build. Alright, so I'm going to place all of those road pieces down so we can easily access them. And the first thing we're going to do is take this blank road piece that doesn't have any paint on it, and we're going to resize the width axis so that it's the width of 2 blocks. So if you could see here, it should be the width of 2 blocks like I have now. And if you need to make sure that it's a width of 2 blocks, place 2 builds on it. If it'll let me. Okay, I guess it won't let me place there. But place 2 builds, and if it's the same length as 2 builds, you got it right. Then take that piece again, and we're going to increase the depth, so that's the depth of 2 blocks. Just like so. So it should be now the depth of 2 blocks, as you can see. So the width of 2 blocks, and then the depth of 2 blocks. Alright. Oh, it looks like it deleted my sidewalk piece here, so I'm going to quickly repair that. Alright, I'm going to add a few more builds under here, under the sidewalk pieces, to just kind of keep everything together. Okay. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is go back over to our unreleased area, and we're going to get a few more sidewalk pieces so that we can start building out our sidewalk. So you're just going to want to save these pieces that I say to your hotbar. So we're going to take this piece here that has that curve on the end. the large piece. Save that. You're going to want to take this piece here. It's the square shaped, and it's got that curb on the end. Save that to your hotbar too. And then we're going to want to take this piece here. Looks like this. You're also going to want to save that to a spot in your hotbar. Okay. And then we're also going to need this piece. This is blank. It doesn't have the curb on it. And save that. Oops. Save that to your hotbar as well. Okay. So now we are ready to work on the next part of the sidewalk. Okay. So we're going to want to build out 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. Okay, we're going to want to build out 8 blocks from there. Sorry. Okay, let's go do that. So, on this side here, over here on the left side, so not that side, we're going to go to this side here, and we're going to place 8 builds from this point. So you see how I placed a build to the right of that? We're going to go 8 builds out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 builds out. And that's basically just telling us how long the sidewalk needs to be. So then once you've placed your 8 builds out, we are going to take this sidewalk piece. It has a curb on it. We're going to rotate that on the yaw axis, so it's facing this way, and now we want the curb to be facing the street. And then we're just going to place 7 of these in total, all the way down until you get to that last build. And when you get to that last build, we're going to add that curved one. So if you get this curved piece from your hotbar, place that down and make sure the curb is facing the street, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to place a little bit more street, just a few more blocks worth of street. Okay, so now we are going to do the other side, so it's the same thing, but it's just going to be the other side now. So as you can see, we're going to build out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's what it is. 5, 6. Okay. So go over to our build, and we're going to build out 6 blocks. 6 blocks from this here. Okay. So go back over here, and we're going to build out 6 blocks. So from right here on the right side this time, build 6 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like so. Alright, and then we're going to take this sidewalk piece here that has that curb on the end, rotate that so that the curb is facing towards the street, and then we're just going to place a bunch of these until we get to that last build. So, and when you reach that last build, we're going to add that curved piece on again. So if you remember, we just used that here. Copy that, rotate it on the yaw axis, and on that last build, you're going to place this piece, just like so. Okay, that's that. And then once that is finished, we're going to add in this little thing here, so you can see what it looks like. We're going to grab that from our road pieces that we already gathered, and we're going to rotate this on the yaw axis so it's facing this way instead. And then if you see where this block is, we're going to put that there, but we got to resize it first. So if you resize on the depth first, it should be about 2 blocks after you resize it. So if you measure out, this piece should be the length of 2 blocks, exactly. And then we're also going to resize the width so that it becomes the width of 2 blocks as well. So if that makes sense here, if I build 2 across like this, that would be the width. And if it's the width of 2 blocks, you did it right. So it should look like this, and it should be aligned with the corner here. So it should start at this piece's corner and go across. Alright, so now we're going to fill in the road a little bit. So fill in the road here. Place one more roadblock there. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is take this piece from your hotbar again. This one that's got that curve on one side, and turn on grid snap 2. And then rotate this so it is facing like this. So piece should be directly across from this one on that crosswalk. As you can see here, just like so. Alright. So the next thing that we're going to do is take this piece here from your hotbar. It's got that giant curve on it, like this. And you're going to want to place that one directly above this, just like so. Okay. And once you've done that, we're going to take the straight piece with the curve on the one end. So take the one with the curve on the end, and we're going to place 3 more to the left of this piece. So that's 1, 2, 3, just like so. And then we're going to place 3 more. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and that should make for a total of 7 blocks right there. 6 straight blocks, my bad. Yep, 6 straight blocks like that. Okay. Alright. And then we're going to take this piece here, the curved one again, rotate that so it's facing this way now, and then we're going to place that on the end, just like so. Okay. That's that. So now we can fill in the road a little bit here. Oh, and I guess this piece, I don't know why the height is shrunk down on it, but if the height is shrunk down and this road piece is covering this, all you have to do is go in and increase the height. I don't know if that's an issue for everyone, but it was for me, so I'm going to show you how to fix it. Alright, but anyways, let's continue placing these road pieces. And just place them all the way down until you reach there, and then we're going to have another crosswalk that goes across to the other side. Okay. Before we build the crosswalk, we're going to add in this piece here. So take this one. It looks like this with the curb. Rotate it so it's facing this way, and make sure the curb is facing the street like this. Okay. And then we are actually going to go back over to our props area, and you're going to want to find this specific sidewalk piece here. It's the individual, it's one piece, it's the curve, just like a singular curve piece here. Take that, and when we go over to our Holly, we're going to want to place them on the end like this. So place one of them on the end to the left of this, and then rotate it, and place another one right next to that piece, just like so. Alright, so now it should look like this here. Okay. So once you have that finished, we are going to place another, we're going to place builds actually first. So place a build right here, so it's aligned with this. So place a build like that. Okay. And then we're going to go 1, 2 more builds for a total of 3 builds here. Alright, sorry, I gotta plug in my controller quickly. Okay. Yeah, so once you have 3 builds placed like that, we're going to copy these 2 builds, rotate them around, so that basically they're facing in the opposite direction, as you can see. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to place another set of on this far left build. So the very far left side of this build here, to create this effect here. So it should look like this, and then these 2 pieces here should be 3 blocks apart from these 2. Alright, so you should build 3, and it should look like this. Okay. How you guys doing so far? Hopefully you're doing alright. I'm gonna fill in a little bit more of the road here. So let me just get that piece. Alright. Here, I'm gonna extend that out a little bit. And now let's build that crosswalk quickly that's going to lead to the other side. So what you're going to want to do is just take the crosswalk piece. We're going to copy that with a build. And then we're going to place the crosswalk down over here. Alright, and actually take the crosswalk, and we're going to use grid snap 2 or grid snap 4. Actually, we're going to need to use grid snap 4. Okay, so turn on grid snap 4 with this piece. Alright, and you see this block here. You're going to want to make sure that the crosswalk starts right there. And then what we're going to want to do is turn on grid snap off. Okay, and we're just going to want to move this piece slightly under the other road piece so it doesn't have this weird Z fighting. Alright? And all you do is just select the piece and then move it down the slightest bit, and it will get rid of that Z fighting and still be pretty flush with the road. Alright, and so to cover up this line here, because that's not supposed to be there, I'm going to take the road piece and I'm just going to copy it and like walk over onto the line and then place the road piece down over that line, and as you can see it makes like a flush smooth transition. It looks pretty seamless. Okay, so once you are finished with our crosswalk here, we're going to place a few more roadblocks. So grab the road, turn on grid snap 2, and then from the crosswalk, we're going to kind of just do this here, like that. And then on this side, we're going to place some more pieces. So grab this piece here, it has the curb on it, take that, and we're going to place this to the left of these two pieces on this side so you can see. And then grab this piece, rotate it on the yaw axis so it's facing like this, and then we're going to place that right here, just like so. Okay. Alright. So now we're going to take this here again, rotate it on the yaw axis so it's facing like that now, and then we're going to place 2 more blocks down. So that's 1, 2, just like that. So from this piece here, you should have 2 blocks that look like this to the left of it. So 2 blocks, that's it. Okay, and then we're going to take that big curve piece from earlier and actually go and copy that from over here, because if you remember, we were having issues with it. So just copy this one from over here that we already fixed, and then rotate that so it's facing like this, and you're just going to want to add that on to the end of this piece over here like we just did. Okay. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do the next part. So we're going to want to make a build again. So if we kind of build out from over here, like all the way across. Okay. And then go to the edge of this piece. So when you're at the edge, stop. And then I'm going to switch the material to brick just so that we can tell the difference. So from this piece, the edge of this piece, we're going to build out 5 blocks. So if you want to build out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks, just like so. Alright. And then we're going to take this piece here that's got like that curb on it. This one. And we're going to rotate that on the yaw axis so it's facing this way. And then we're going to add on 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like so. Alright. And then we're going to take that curved piece that like this, copy that, and we're going to put that on the end, just like so. Alright. Should look like this now. Okay. So now we're going to make our way back over here. So we were over here. We're going to fly back around this way and go right here. And you're going to notice that there are 8 blocks across here. So we're going to measure that. So using builds, you're just going to build out 8 blocks from this sidewalk here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that, okay? And then we're going to add in a few of those straight sidewalk pieces. So copy this here, the one with the curb, rotate it on the yaw axis, and we are going to place 6 of those. So to the right of this piece here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And then that should leave an open space, and then copy this piece here again, rotate it on the yaw axis so it's facing like that, and then we're going to place that on the end just like so. Now we are going to do this section, oops, over here. So to the right of this, so if you look on the map, we're going to be over here in this section to the right of this piece. Alright, and we are going to place 2 of this piece here. So grab this piece, it's got that curb on the edge, and turn on grid snap 2, and we're going to rotate it on the yaw axis so that's facing this way, and then we're going to place one there as well as another right next to it, just like that. Alright, and then we are going to take this piece from over here, this large curved piece, and we're going to rotate that on the yaw axis so it's facing like this, and then to the right of this piece here, we're going to place that one, just like so. Okay. So then we're going to add in 2 more of, actually, let's see, 2 more, yes. Okay, so take this piece here, rotate it, and we're going to add in 2 more. 1, 2, oops, 2, if, just like that. Okay. And then we're going to take this piece here again, and we're going to add that on to the end, to the right of this piece right here. Alright. And then we can take this piece once again, so that curved piece, and we're going to place that directly above this piece here, just like so. Take this piece here again, and we're going to place 2 blocks to the right of this one. So that's 1, 2, just like that. Alright. And then we are going to take this piece once again, rotate it on the yaw axis so it's like looking like this, and then place that to the right of this piece here. Okay? Okay, so then we are going to add in another 1, 2 pieces here. So copy this piece once again, and we're going to rotate it and place 2 more to the left of that piece, the curved piece. So that's 1, 2, and then take the curved piece once again, rotate it, and we're going to add that to the right of this piece just like so. So now it should be looking like this. Okay. So then we are going to take this piece here, this one with the curb on it, take that one again, rotate it so it's facing this way, and we are going to place a total of 4 of these. So if we go, actually, my mistake, we're going to place 3. So we're going to do 1 there, 2, 3, just like so. Or no, 4. And then place another one right next to it. So basically, from this piece here to the right of that this piece, you should have 4 of these blocks just like this. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to take that curved piece from over here again, rotate that on the yaw axis, and then we're going to place 1 on the end just like so. Alright, so now it should be looking like this. Okay, and then from there, we are going to take this piece once again, rotate that on the yaw axis so it's facing this way, and we're going to place 1 of them above this piece here. Alright, and then we're going to place, let's see, two more of those, or no, one more. So it's going to be another one directly in front of that piece. So we should have two of these straight pieces past this this piece. Okay, so it should look like this now. All right. And then we're going to add in this piece from over here. So copy that, and then just add that in right next to those other sidewalk pieces that we just placed, just like that. We're going to take this piece here and add that on to the end, just like so. Okay. And then we're going to take this piece, copy that, and we're going to place that over here, just directly above that one, just like so. Alright, so now it should look like this here. We have a complete area over here. Then we are going to place 7 of these tiles out. So that's already 1 right there. And then we're going to go 6 more out. So if we have 1, we're going to go, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should have 6 of these tiles out right now. 6 tiles out with this sidewalk piece at the end now. So just from where we just were placing all those pieces, take that, copy it, and we're going to add another one on, sorry. Alright, and then we are going to take this piece once again, so copy that, and then to the left of all the pieces we just placed, place that one down like this, so that the curb is facing in towards the road. Alright, and then double check to make sure that you have 9 pieces in total for this entire strip. And if you have 9 pieces, you're in good shape. Okay, so now I'm going to place another road piece here just to fill in the area a bit. I'm going to do the same for there. Yeah, okay, just place 1 for right now. Okay, and then we are going to do this next section over here. So if you can see on the map where we are in Holly Hedges, we're going to go over here, okay? And then we're going to take this piece from over here, we're going to copy that, and then turn on Grid Snap 2 and rotate this. And we're going to place it to the right of this large, like, curved piece here. Just like that. And then you can take this piece again and then place another one right next to it, just like that. Okay, and then after that, we're going to add on one of those curved pieces to the end. So go over here and grab this piece, and we're going to take that and place that on the end, just like that, to the right of this one. Okay, so now we're going to build another one of those crosswalks that'll take you from one side of the road to the other. So over here, I'm going to just copy this crosswalk that we already made. So I'm going to select the crosswalk piece as well as a build to go with it. And then I'm going to copy the two, and I'm going to flip it so it's facing this way now. And I'm going to place it over here, just like this. Okay. And then the crosswalk should be aligned with this piece here. So you see like this piece right here. It should be going across like this. And then once we have this placed, we're going to take another road piece, so one of the blank road pieces, and what you're going to want to do is select it with your phone, and then using Grid Snap off, so make sure that Grid Snap is turned off. We're going to walk over that like that white line, that extra white line, and we're just going to place the road on top of it, so to try and create like a seamless effect. Kind of like what we did over there. Basically the same thing. Alright. And then just make sure this whole line is covered up with road. That's it. Alright, and once it looks clean and you've covered up everything besides the crosswalk, you're all good. Go over here and grab this piece that's got like that curb. And then using Grid Snap 2, we're going to rotate it this way so it's facing like that. And then if you see next to this curved piece here, to the right of it, so just by that crosswalk we just placed, to the right of that, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that's it. I think it's just 4. Okay. And then after that fourth block, we're going to go over and take this piece here, so that one with the giant curve on it, copy that, and to the right of the very last piece we just placed, you're going to place the big curved piece, just like so. Grab this one again, rotate it on the yaw axis so it's facing like that, and then we're going to place 2 more to the right of this piece here, just like this. So now it should look like this. Okay. So now we're going to fill it in with road, this area. So you can just copy one of the blank road pieces. And we're just going to kind of fill all this in. Alright, make sure there's no gaps between like one of these curved pieces in the road. Make sure you cover that too. Oh yeah, looks like I forgot to do that over here. Okay, I think everywhere else is good so far. Okay, so once you've filled in your road, we are going to start with the incline that's going to go over here. So that's going to go right here. And what we're going to do for that is take one of our road pieces, and we're going to slope it using the roll axis, just like that. So you're just going to want to turn on grid snap 2, okay? And let's say the piece is flat right now. Turn on grid snap 2, and you're going to roll it 1 tick down. And then that should create this slope. Okay. And then we're going to use the slope. We're going to place that right here, just like so. So it should be behind the sidewalk pieces. Not up in front, but should be right behind the sidewalk pieces, just like this here. Okay? And then that is going to lead up to our next level of Holly. Okay, once that's finished, we're going to add on another piece of road here, obviously. So take the flat road piece now, and we're going to turn on yaw, and you're going to notice that there's going to be a gap when we try to place this road piece up here. So what we're going to need to do is turn on grid snap 32, and just try to close that gap off. And it looks like this road piece is sticking out a bit. So what we'll do to fix that is just simply using grid snap off. So turn grid snap off, and then we can kind of move the piece around so that it's flush with this road piece up here. So I would move it down a bit, try to make it as flush as you can, and then cover any gaps down here by just placing another road piece. Alright, and once you have it pretty flush, like it's decent, it's looking alright, we're going to fill in some more sidewalk up here now. So if you place a build measurement where I do, so follow what I do here. So when we're up here on the flat platform, alright, you're going to want to place a wall right there, just like so. Okay? Just like that. On this side of the road piece. And we're going to go back and grab a few pieces from earlier. So if you remember over here, we used these 2 pieces. You're going to want to select those 2 pieces. And we're going to place those, or first rotate them, okay? And then see this build, on the other side of that build, like this, so it's not in towards the road, it's on the other side, alright? And on that side, we're going to place them down just like this. So as you can see, like that. And then you're just going to place both of them right there, just like so. Just copy them, and we're just going to move them to the other side again. So it should be like in the same spot, right, just on the other side. So these two should be aligned with each other, just like that. Add in 5 pieces of square sidewalk on this side. So if I'm facing this way, we're going to go to the right side, the one that I'm pickaxing at. And we're going to take this piece here from earlier, so that square piece, rotate that, and we're going to place it like this with the curve facing the road 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my bad. It's only 4. We're gonna do 4 times. 4 times. Sorry, everyone. 4 times, so 4 of these square pieces. And then we're going to take this curved one from down here. So grab that one again. We're gonna rotate this. And then we're going to add that on to the left edge, just like so. Alright. That's that. So if we're looking at it like this way, we're going to do the left side now. We just did the right, so we're going to do the left. Go ahead and grab the square block, and from these 2 pieces here, to the right of these 2, on this side, we're going to go 6 out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 out, just like so. Okay. And then after that 6th piece, we're going to take this one again, this piece with the giant curve, rotate it, and we're going to place that to the right of this piece that we just placed, just like so. Alright, so now it should look like this. Alright. After that, let's see, we're going to do 8 more square pieces down this way. So to the left of this big curved piece here, or yeah, sorry, to the right of that curved piece is what I meant, we're going to place 8 more of these square pieces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like so. And then after that 8th piece, we're going to grab these 2 pieces from earlier, so just select both of those. And then we're going to rotate them on the yaw axis so that they're facing like this. And then add them on to the end. So as you notice, it's not going to line up, but if you just put them down and then place them in their spots, they should line up. Just like that. Alright. So grab the square piece, rotate it. And then that's going to be on this side now. So we just did this side over here. We're going to do this side now. And we're going to place 6 more of these square pieces to the left of this curved one on this side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. So we should have 6 pieces in total, just like so. Alright. And then we are going to add on those the 2 small curved pieces from earlier too, so just select those again, and all you need to do is just add them on to that end, just like so. Okay, so it should look like this now. So copy the flat road piece, and I'm just going to fill in all of this area, except we're going to stop when we get to okay, we're going to stop when we get to right here. Don't place any more road pieces when you get to right there. Alright? Because that is where we're going to do another crosswalk. Okay, so now we're going to get started on that crosswalk. So our last crosswalk we placed was over here. So all we're going to need to do is place another build down, and then select the crosswalk with build. So I'll select the build and then the crosswalk. And then we're going to bring them up here, okay? And then the crosswalk is going to go right here. So if you didn't know where I placed that, it's going to go here. So if that makes sense, you see this piece here. We have the corner piece, right? And then we have a square piece. And then on the second half of this square piece, that's where the crosswalk is going to start. So we have this piece, and then this piece, in the second half, as you can see, the lines kind of match up with that. Just like so. Okay, and then we're going to fill in the road up to the crosswalk. Make sure you fill in those gaps too. And then what we're going to do for this is take our road piece again, right? And we're going to do that same thing that we did with the other crosswalks to fill or cover up that white line that we don't want. So copy it, and then we're going to walk over that white line. Alright, and just make sure that when you place it down that it's actually covering these two white lines. If you need to move it up, move it up. Alright, just like so. I mean, it's not perfectly seamless, but yeah, the idea is to try and get it somewhat seamless. Okay, once that's finished, we can finish placing the roads until there, and stop. Because we're going to go down again. So, okay. Actually, take the road piece again and place it out to here, like that. So go over here and grab this piece with a build. So make sure you place a build down somewhere, and then select the build and our slope piece together, and then go back over to where we were working and place that down. You're going to notice that it's not going to exactly line up. So what we're going to do is turn on grid snap off. So turn on grid snap off, and then we're just going to move it back so that it aligns with this road piece up here. Alright. Then once that's finished, we're going to do the sidewalks for this lower area that's going to lead, kind of circle back over to that front part of Holly Hedges. Okay, so I'm going to make a build measurement here. So up here, I'm just going to build, and then build until you reach the end of the sloped piece, like that. Okay, and then build two more under, just like so. Alright, so this is the measurement that we're going to use, so we know where to start our sidewalks. So the first sidewalk piece that we're going to need is this straight one, and I'm just going to save that to my hotbar, as well as this one over here, and this one, because we're going to be using these quite often for this next part too. Okay, so then take the square one, and turn on grid snap to this, so we can place this nicely. And you see this build here, this bottom build. We're going to place the first sidewalk piece to the left of that bottom build, just like this. Okay. And then copy it, and then rotate it, and we're going to place it on the other side as well. So again, that would be the opposite side, like this. So now you should have two sidewalk pieces on opposite sides of each other at the bottom of the incline. Okay. So we're going to build out, let's do 5 more blocks on this side here. So we're going to build out 5 more blocks on this side, as you can see where I'm pickaxing. So take that square piece again, and we're going to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more. So that should make for a total of 6 blocks. You should have a total, including that one, of 6 blocks going out on that left side, just like this. Okay. And once you've got that down, on that, after that 6th piece, so that's like over here, way at the end, we're going to take our piece with the big curve. We're going to rotate it so it's facing like this. And we're going to place that right next to this last square piece, just like so. So for this side, it's pretty simple. We're just going to go out 3 more square blocks from this one. So copy the square, and then from this one, we're going to go out 3 more. 1, 2, 3, just like so. Alright. And then after you've gone out another 3 blocks, we're going to add on the curved one at the end, just like this. Just like so. Alright, so now your holly should look like this. Okay. And once you're finished with that, go ahead and take the road piece, the flat one again, and we're just going to fill in any gaps in the road. So all of this here can get filled in. Alright. And then I'm gonna stop right there since we haven't built out the rest of the sidewalk yet. We're going to place 5 more of the square blocks to the right of this piece here. So as you can see where I am, so 5 more square blocks to the right of that one. So grab that piece, and then we're going to go out 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then after that 5th block, you should be met with this piece here that's going to lead us back to the start of Holly. Alright, now let's finish off this side. I'm pretty sure this is pretty self-explanatory, so we're just going to take this square piece here, rotate it, and then fill in the gap so that it meets up with this piece on that side too. Alright, so now it should look like this. And we're going to fill in the rest of the road that's still missing. And you're going to notice that we're going to need to do our trick here. So delete these walls for a second. And then, I don't know why, but this crosswalk here is too high. So what I'm going to do is turn on grid snap off, and then lower the crosswalk a bit, so that there's no Z fighting with the other pieces. Just like so. Alright, and remember to make sure to cover up the other extra white lines with the road piece. Alright, and then fill in gaps. So like that would be a gap right there. We have another one here. Especially on these corner pieces, make sure you don't forget to fill in those gaps. Alright, so we're almost done with the entire outline of Holly. We just need to go and finish this area really quickly, which will not take long. So if you go over here, this area is very simple. All we need to do is just place road into it right now. So just place road. Okay, and then we actually are going to have one more crosswalk to add that leads to this section. So if we go over and copy our last crosswalk using a build, so place a build, select the build and the crosswalk, and then we're just going to place that over here. Alright, and the crosswalk we're gonna have to move it actually. So the crosswalk should align like this. Make sure it's not buffering. I'm gonna move it under. It should align with this piece here. So you see this one? It should align with that all the way to the other side. So there's this little section here. So this sidewalk section, that's where the crosswalk should start. Alright, and that's going to be to the left of this piece, of this curve. So you can see how that looks. Alright, so then we're going to cover up this white line. So what we're going to do is select the road piece again and make sure grid snap is off. And then we're just going to walk up to it and place the road piece over that white line. And then fill in any gaps in the road too. So, just like that. Okay, and now this section is going to be a little bit more tricky. So I'm going to give you guys a build outline to follow. So what we're going to do is place a build that's below this area, and then kind of build up to the height, the same height as the area. And then what you're going to want to do is just make 4 blocks in the center. So it should be centered with this area, if that makes sense. You should have 4 blocks in the center. That means that there's a room all around to place stuff. There's empty space around it. Alright. Then what we're going to do is take that road piece, and we're going to place that road piece around the 4 blocks that we have in the center. Just like this. Okay. And then we're going to go into our unreleased props area, and we're going to need to grab a few pieces. So if you go over to the sidewalks, we're going to need to find this piece here, save that to your hotbar, as well as this one over here. This one here too, save that to your hotbar as well. So you should have this one with the small curve, and then you should have this one here as well. Alright, then we're going to go back over to Holly. And we're going to place the one with the small curve. Rotate that. And then do you see how I have the 4 builds here? On the bottom right build, so you can see this is the one that have my phone on. I'm hovering on it. The bottom right build, we're going to place that first small sidewalk piece. Alright, and then you can delete the build measurement for that. Alright. And then we're going to take the straight piece, okay? And we're going to place that directly next to this piece. And it looks like I'm going to need to turn on grid snap 4 because it's not letting me place it. So turn on grid snap 4, and then to the left of this one, place this again. And then up here, above this one, we're going to place this. Or in front of, sorry. And then take the circular piece, put it here again, so it should look like this. And then we're kind of just creating like a square shape here. I think you guys get the idea. So fill it in like this, you know, take this piece here, and then that's going to go right there, and then the curved piece should go on that end as well. So it should look like this. You should create this. Alright, and then fill in the road, but make sure that you leave the center hollow, like leave it empty, leave a space there, just like that. So now you should have road around these corners too, but leave this empty. And what we're going to do with that is actually we're going to open up our galleries, and you're going to want to go to terrain, and you're going to find the Shark Cliff Gallery, and you're going to want to find this flat grass piece and save that to your hotbar. Then we're going to pull that out and place that right here in the center of all of these sidewalk pieces, just like that. Alright, and then that is the entire outline of Holly Hedges, the road and sidewalk. The outline of it is completely done now. So, alright.